Hey Griffins, in this next video, we're gonna go one step further and we're gonna use diagrams to represent division. Sometimes when we're asked to do division, it's nice to have a picture in your head, a diagram in your head to know what you're dividing. And so we're gonna do four quick examples, okay? The first one they ask us is to show 80 divided by 4 by representing them with these diagrams, the base 10 blocks. So first, let's start by showing 80. All right, 80. So 80 is 8 of the 10s, right? So I'm gonna click 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm gonna bring over 8 of the 10s, and so that's 80. Okay, I have 80. Now, but they want me to divide it by 4. 80 divided by 4. To divide by 4 means to split it up into 4 equal groups. It's like if you have 4 kids and you have to share all your 80 cookies and everybody gets them and everybody wants to get an equal amount. So let's do 4 corners. Let's divide it into 4 corners and let's put them here, 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 here. Okay, so we have 80. So let's just start with this 10. I guess the corners doesn't really work so well because these are so long. So let's divide it up into 4 slices, okay? So there's 1, there's another group, there's another group, and I'm gonna move these guys over. Just gonna scoot them over. It does get a little crowded. So imagine that there's 4 groups here, right? So far, each of the kids got one of the blue sticks, right? One of the 10s. We still have more to divide up. We have 4 left, so each one could get one more. So this one gets one, this one gets one. So pretty much you're just moving them around until you split them up evenly among everybody. So we took that 80, but now we made 4 equal groups. When you're making equal groups, check, is it fair? Does every group get the same amount? Yep, every group got the same amount. How much did each group get? Each group got 20. And so 80 divided into 4 equal groups is 20, or 80 divided by 4 is 20. So you see, thinking of the picture of 80 kind of helps me to split it up into 4. All right, easy peasy. Let's take 12 and divide it into 4 pieces. Okay, well, a 12 is one of the 10s and 2 of the 1s. So here's 12. Now they're asking me to divide it into 4 equal pieces. Imagine there's 4 kids and everyone gets the same amount. Well, if I'm gonna split it up among 4 kids and I have one long blue stick and 2 little yellow guys, that's not gonna be fair. So what I need to do is I need to unbundle. Okay, it's kind of like trading in. I need to trade in the blue one for small yellow ones. I need to unbundle that blue. If I unbundle it and break apart those 10 pieces, how many little ones am I gonna get? I'm gonna get 10 of them. Think about it, right? I would get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so I'm gonna trade in this guy for 10 ones, or unbundle. Kind of like Mr. Bowden said. I'll be back, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna bring back, I'm gonna turn in the $10 bills and get the $1 bill, 10 ones back, okay? So I'll be back. And I'm actually gonna count you because I'm gonna make 10 of them. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now going back to this, was it fair? Was it a fair trade? I had 10 of them, but I needed to cut them so I could divide them up. So I brought in 10 of the ones instead, and so now this is still even Steven. And you can see that this is still another way to represent 12. Now we need to divide them up into 4 equal parts. So let's start. You get 1, you get 1, you get 1, and you get 1. So far it's still fair, but we have stuff left over, so you get another one, you get another one. It's like dealing cards, you know? You get another one, you get another one. We have 4 more, so I'll give each of you 1 more too. So again, we're dividing into 4. We made 4 equal groups. Is it fair? Did everybody get the same amount? Yep, And that's important. Everybody got the same amount. How much did they get? 3. They each got 3. So that means 12 divided by 4 is 3. 12 divided into 4 equal groups gives you 3 each. 3 groups of 4. We did it. Oh, that looks so familiar. Very familiar. Instead of 12 divided by 4, it's 1 and 2/10 divided by 4. Think about how that would change what we do with this problem. And let's see if what we're going to do is what you thought it would be. So we need one of these. What are those? That's in the ones place, one of those. We need 2 of these. What is that? What are you? You are in the tenths place. I need 2 of those. And I need to divide it up into 4. If I want to divide it up into 4, I'm going to get a knife and I need to start cutting stuff, right? So what can I unbundle? Is it going to help me to unbundle the green and make little orange guys? Not really. It's going to get really messy. It's too much stuff. What really is going to help me is to cut up this big yellow guy. If I cut up the big yellow guy, if I unbundle the 1, I could get 10 of the green ones, 10 of the tenths. Okay, so again, I could drag over, but I'm also going to just use this trick of copying and pasting. I could copy, and I could paste. Go somewhere and paste. Even faster, I could do Control C and Control V. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I know that this green thing looks way bigger, but it only looks way bigger because I kind of gave it a lot of buffer space. If I were to really, I mean, if you're not trusting me on this one, I could show you that really, if I were to get 10 of these and put them all up close to each other, it would, trust me, it would make a yellow. It's actually not that much bigger than the yellow. Like it's gonna be exactly, 10 of them would exactly get you a yellow, okay? So great, now you believe me. Great, 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 great. So so here was my 1 and 2/10. I traded this guy in for this guy, and this is more useful to me because it's easier to divide into 4 pieces. So now I have 12 green guys. And we know from last time, when you have 12 of anything and you split into 4 equal groups, you're gonna get 3 each. So this time it's the same thing as the other problem, but instead of dividing the yellow squares, now we're dividing the green tenths. But really, we still know that everyone's still gonna get 3, right? And so the answer is still 3 in a sense. So again, oops. So when we divide 1, when we take 1 and 2/10 and divide it into 4 equal groups, does everybody get a fair share? Yep. And how much does each one get? Each group gets 3 of those. 3 of what? It gets 3 of the tenths. So it gets 3, each one gets 3/10. So the answer is 3/10, meaning 1.2 divided by 4, or 1 and 2/10 divided by 4 gives you 3/10. I mean, you could write 3/10, but as a number, that's 3 in the tens place. Okay, so that my answer will be. The goal here is not just to know the answer, but to be able to show it as pictures. Okay. All right. Excuse me. Last one. Now we're going to divide 81.2 or 81 and 2/10 into 4. So I'm going to be really fast because I don't want this video to go too long. Oh my goodness gracious. Really? Okay. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, right? There's 80. I need 81. Come over here. And then I need 2 of the tenths. Okay. Now, how would I divide those into 4 equal pieces? you think about it, we're gonna have to take these guys and divide them into 4. And didn't we already do that? Yeah. When we divide them into 4, we got 2 10s each in each group. So let's do it. We got 2 10s in this group, 2 10s in this group. Oops. I want to hide the yellow. This is a great problem. 2 10s in this group and 2 10s in this group. So I divided the 80 into 4 equal groups. All right. Now I have this one guy. I have to divide that into 4 equal groups. Really, I have this 1 and the 2 10ths. Didn't we do that already? When did we have 1 and 2 10ths? Oh yeah, right here. Remember when we had 1 and 2 10ths, we took that 1 and we traded it in for 10 of the green ones so that we had 12 green ones and we split them up to get 3 10ths. So we already know. We know that this one we're going to trade, okay? Take it out and replace it with 10 of these little guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now instead of the yellow guy, the yellow became 10 green guys. We have 12 green ones. We split them into equal groups of 4. Everyone gets 3 of them. 3 of what? 3 of those 10s. So let's bring this to the front. And then you get 3 10ths. Then Oprah giving out 10ths everywhere. You get 3 10ths. And you get 3 10ths. Oprah. So everybody got, where did that wasn't extra. I think I kind of went a little extra crazy with the Oprah thing and see, this is what happens when Oprah just giving stuff away and multiplying. All right, so now we took those 12 things and divided them up, and so everybody got an equal amount. Everybody's happy because they all got the same amount. How much did they each get? They got 2 blue thingies and 3 green thingies. But we can't say that as the answer. The blue thingies are 10s, so we got 2 10s. 2 10s gives me 20, so I got 20. And I got 3 green thingies. The green thingies are 10ths, so it's 3 10ths. So I got 20 and 3 10ths. In other words, I got 20 and 3 10ths. And so that's how you can use mental math and imagining the pictures. If you do this again and again, you're going to be able to imagine it in your head, and you'll be able to divide them up into 4 equal pieces and know that everybody gets 20 and 3 10ths. The next problem I'm going to have you do on your own, this is going to the problem in your workbook, problem 2, and it's asking you to do the same thing. Find this number, calculate this, but using these box diagrams. And so I'm going to see if you could do it on your own. Good luck. You got this.